jackass writers who scrapped Trixie Tang in favor of yet another cardboard cutout.
Yet another cardboard cutout. Yet another cardboard cutout.
See? I try too hard to fix things and I end up annoying people, destroying cities, and then no one wants to be my friend!
Hartman describes Timmy as a sarcastic, quick-tempered, wise guy who loves comic books and video games.
Wait, so you're saying he's nothing but quirks?
He confesses Timmy is his alter ego.
Of course he is. Well, what other things do I have to know?
When creating Fairy World, Hartman wanted to achieve the ultimate vacation world and was inspired by Disneyland, where anything could happen.
So you're saying that all Butch Hartman could come up for this rich and beautiful world that houses the fairies is Disneyland?
She dwellers range from the wee leprechauns to the shape-shifting anthropomorphic pukas to even undead creatures like the banshee. While they're typically called fairies, they aren't the tiny winged creatures we tend to think about these days.
We love Chloe! We love Chloe! No one wants to be my friend!
Oh, I love Chloe! I love Chloe!
No one wants to be my friend! We love Chloe! No one wants to be my friend!
I love Chloe!
No one wants to be my
Of course no one wants to be your friend, Chloe. Wanna know why? You're a goddamn overpowered Mary Sue cardboard cutout farted out by the creative team because they don't even know how to creativity for their SpongeBob clone.
Viacom Incorporated!
Oh, Viacom, you think you're so cute, don't you? Passing off a single formula as two separate shows by throwing in a generic sitcom wife and continuously pointless characters? I am quite literally comparing this shit to the Fine Brothers. A group of talentless hacks who steal other people's videos, have morons react to them, pass it off as fair use for you to rake in all the money from your brain-dead fan base. A perfect match, if you ask me. But enough about how Benny and Rafi done goofed this week. We've got a show to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, the mob, time to riot loose with our fandom arson of Oddparents, episode 154A. Whittle me this. Belts up, gang. We're about to land. The episode begins with Timmy Turner being addicted to a hillbilly-type video game that no one would be stupid enough to make. Yep.
They park on the lawn, never have to brush their teeth, and they can take their own cousins to the school dance!
But I'm talking about a romantic day that only comes once a year. Tuesday? That comes once a week. Wednesday?
Okay, screw it. I'm calling him SpongeBob from now on, because from season 2 onward, that's what he is. This is sad, because in the original shorts, as well as season 1, Cosmos sounded snazzy and slick. A grown-ass man willing to step to the level of a child for a brief while. And yes, though more mature, even Wanda has her goofy moments from time to time. Darren Norris channeled the late great Phil Hartman into this performance, who had an excellent career of lending pipes to all sorts of cartoon characters already, including a Jack Nicholson air conditioner of all things. Sadly, from season 2 onward, Cosmo is just SpongeBob with a housewife. One of the first big steps towards Hartman's conformity and obedience to the Big V. Chloe wants to bring Timmy along to volunteer with cleaning the ocean's trash, but he refuses in favor of just sitting around playing his mobile game. And from this game, Cosmo gets the idea to whittle something for Cosmo and Wanda's fairyversary.
It's Catman.
It's Catman! For those not in the know, Catman is a reference to the 60s Batman show that Sonic Boom constantly fails at replicating for the blue blur in question. The show is pretty much responsible for Batman's status as a pop culture icon, and what we're seeing here is a tribute episode for the show's 50th anniversary. And it's headlined by a character portrayed by the same Bat guy who donned the same bat suit 50 years prior. Yes! Save me, TV's Adam West! You're this show's last hope!
Meow. Hiss, hiss. That wasn't code. It was a furball.
Oh, I should have known better. Yeah, Adam kinda ditched Katso in Season 9, so they had to decide on a seasoned voice actor for the next Catman, and naturally, they booked Jeff Bennett, the voice of Dorcas and Johnny Bravo from their respective shows, Planet Sheen and, Johnny Bravo. If we're being totally honest here, you don't have to compare this performance to the one in JBX to know he still got it, as he does a pretty solid job as Catman, almost as if Adam was actually there in the recording studio. Back to the episode. Today's the 50th anniversary of Catman's career, and he wants Timmy to come, but he refuses because, well, he's Catman. And we all know by now that he's just plain nuts and dangerous.
Which is also the title of a TV show he keeps pitching me. He wants me to play nuts.
You did it again, show. You made a joke out of my joke. Stop doing it.
I wish it'd be nice to go to Catman's party.
Fish Benton!
Wait, what?
Oh boy! SpongeBob really set up this adventure real hard, huh? And thus we appear at Catman's party, where the man of the hour mistakes Chloe for an old sidekick of his named, are you ready for this? Catgirl. First off, nice touch with the Eartha Kitt resemblance. Second, I've seen more creative names from an It's a Laugh joint.
Oh boy, oh dear.
I know. I'm speechless too. Except for these words I'm saying right now. Thank you, Timmy, for this joyful reunion with my beloved sidekick.
I'm loving it too.
My God. Brace yourself, Tara Strong. It's time to say goodbye. It doesn't care if you're a space alien, a fictional character, or even a high school archetype. Nickelodeon will forget about your character, ignore it, causing it to wither and fade away into obscurity. Be it by blowing all your character development in one go, or for scuttling both your asses in favor of a one-shot generic love interest who I unfairly bashed. Moral of the story? Cherish these characters while you can, because Butch Hartman will forget about them. And they will fade away. Like characters from a photograph. They'll be erased from existence, and they'll have you to blame.
It isn't glamorous, or cool, or kid stuff.
I'm almost done with my anniversary present, Timmy. I'm whittling Wanda a simple little heart with our initials. Ta-da!
That's not very damn funny.
Chloe ends up being pulled into a chase for a villain called, the Whittler. So they search the city on their Catmobile to search for Timmy, who Katso thinks was nabbed by the Whittler. And also Mr. Turner joins in as...
I'm filthy rich man. When I see a problem, I throw money at it. You should join us on our mission to rescue Timmy Turner from the Whittler. Timmy Turner. Timmy Turner. Why does that name sound so familiar?
And now is where you're seeing my main problems with this show. Every single male character is SpongeBob fucking SquarePants. And it's not even the good SpongeBob. Then again, we're dealing with Viacom, so good anything is too much to ask. Though that 2016 Ninja Turtles flick does look promising. But we've got no time for that because...
The Whittler strikes again. Is Whittle the whittling of the whittler, whittling the whittler, whittling the whittler?
Try saying that 5 times fast. Obviously irritated by the sight of Katso being Katso with an equally retarded SpongeBob wannabe, Timmy asks SpongeBob to poof them out, gaining the attention of Katso.
Do my cat eyes deceive me, or did Timmy Turner just magically poof away? I happen to know a superhero who is an expert on magic. It's time to summon the Falcon!
Why? Seriously, can we just stop using Crocker and Victy for every villainous role in every episode? We've seen more villains in the backlog, like the Corporate Pixies or the Anti-Fairies, such as Anti-Cosmo and Discount Stewie Griffin. We don't have to resort to the same old Crocker chases fairies formula. It's not very good. In fact, it just comes off as being lazy. Robbie even invented a jealous older brother to be the main villain. He is that pointless. Realizing that both she and Timmy will be fucked out of their godparents by them catching Cosmo, who they believe to be the Whittler, Chloe tries to warn Timmy, but Timmy ignores her pleas because, well, she's with Catman. No one likes Catman.
Chili cheese fries! Oh, the humanity!
I love the species that throws their own feces.
Monkey.
And according to the World Health Organization, your prize is acute brain inflammation, fear of water, and not living anymore. Great plan, guys!
Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again!
Looking good, cat girl. Bet you wish you'd listened to me and never went to Catman's party. No, I still think I did the right thing by being nice to a lonely old man, despite the nightmares I'll have for weeks, maybe forever.
Welcome to the mentally handicapped Viacom family, Chloe. Everybody has psychological damage here.
I wish we could fight crime together every day.
Oh, that's so sweet. I wish that too. Wish visit! Wait, what?
Your overpowered Mary Sue character, everybody. Degraded to a Megward the Wizard in one episode flat.
Happy anniversary, Cosmo! Aw, you made this yourself? Mm-hmm. I got you something sentimental too. They're pinky rings. I hope she got a gift receipt.
This isn't funny!
Conclusion.
This episode is all my fault. I kinda expected Missy to be a one-shot character for Finding Emo, and to be fair, I was obviously right. What I never expected, however, was her characterization being on par with the likes of Cartoon Network's modern classic characters. And after re-watching the lone episode she has to her name, I found out that I was wrong to call her the cardboard cutout that Chloe was in that initial episode in which she debuted. No wonder Mr. Enter said it was too late for the Fairly Oddparents. But seeing how uninspired the show as a whole was with its one-dimensional writing, annoying characters, and over-reliance on unfunny running gags, which, I kid you not, set this particular episode into motion, it's clearly too late for Viacom, too. Which is why the Royal Court of the Helix Fossil orders the following punishments. For creating a half-heartedly overpowered self-insert Mary Sue character in the form of Chloe Carmichael, we condemn head writer Ellen Barron to having to share her underpants with Guillermo del Toro. For distracting Timmy Turner from the main plot with an offensive smartphone game, we condemn the developers of Hillbilly Road Rage to an actual hillbilly rampage. And finally, for throwing Butch Hartman under the bus for his pitches for shows in favor of further milking their SpongeBob clone, New Viacom Chairman Philippe Dauman would receive one such punishment, but with the gas leak fucking over California and the rest of the world if things go further south, a dying SoCal is punishment enough for the poor guy. But rest assured, with the way things are headed for the Fairly Odds, an honest to God fuck you it's a marathon for this particular show is all but confirmed at this point. So let it be recorded. This session of the Royal Court of the Helix Fossil is now adjourned. Oh yeah, and sorry about the panties, Del Toro. Now I'm gonna go get some candy at the little store. Don't get me wrong, this little SpongeBob clone will be punished soon enough. But for right now, I'd rather rot my teeth than stay in Dimsdale and rot my brain. So ladies and gentlemen of the mob, thanks for riding loose with our fandom arson. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you're a conformist. And as always, good fight, good night, and stay frosty.
Except for these words I'm saying right now.
Go back to reviewing anime, Bennett. The Suzuki septuplets need satisfaction. Seriously, you need to seek out that anime wherever you can. Hop to it, guys!